That's his job. I can sell this cheap liquor to my community. I can sell this liquor and I can say, Ciroc is luxury. I can sell it. And that's what they hire you for. So let me just say this. Before we get, and put up, now you can put up the tweet. I just want y'all to look at, now we can put up the tweet.
Someone said Jay-Z owned 1/35 of 1% of the Nets.
And he was out front for a Russian billionaire. The real owner and the real broker was a Russian billionaire. But you can always get us out front to be ahead of some mess for a little bit of money. We'll smile. Yes, sir, we will.
Talking about ownership is the key.
Talking about ownership is the key. You don't own nothing really, though. And so he had this series of tweets that just really bothered me. It was a series of tweets, and half these people from Kamala Harris to Diddy, I just hate. We went to this Howard University, same school, but y'all crazy. So he had these tweets. Let me just read. He said, it's very important that we know our history at this time. We have such a rich history. If you don't know who Garvey is, Google him. He's somebody we should follow during these times. Our goal should be economic independence. Then we won't have to worry about what anybody says. How can you tell somebody to be economically independent when you're not economically independent? That's all I want to ask. You know, Byron Allen, when Antonio did the interview with him, he said something, if you caught it, if you can get beyond the BS and listen to what he says, he said something very important. He said there's a difference between black targeted. There's a difference between black targeted media and black owned media. What you have with Revolt, and probably at Magic Johnson's Aspire too. Because remember when people going around saying Magic Johnson owns all these Starbucks? No, not really. He's kind of the face of like, no. So what you have is black targeted with a bunch of white investors behind the scenes. But the reason they get you to give your money is because they know how much we want to support black people, because that's who we are. And so they get out front and they don't tell you the whole story. I got a lot other people who support me, who ain't you, who put much more money. That's who really runs me. But I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to tell you, go get some Ciroc.
And that's important, because if it's black targeted and not black owned, that means Yvette's not the producer. That means I'm not the producer. That means we're not deciding who gets talk and who gets air and what shows get on. It means someone who may not have like black interests at heart decides who speaks for black people. That means they call Charles Barkley, where I'm like, we need to call Yvette. And that's the difference. That's the difference.
Yep, that's the exact difference. And let me read you something. I want to read you something. And he said something else, and this is the last tweet from. There's another tweet from Sean Combs that said, "I pray, Sean Diddy Combs, I pray I can be a part of showing my people the way to this goal. Stay tuned.